Hi everyone, this is Kirti and I have a guest whose name is Abbas Africawala, and he is an assistant professor in Vivekananda Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management, and we are here together for a discussion about two new acts, which is NRC and CAA. So here we go. Sir, so what do you think about these two new acts which have been passed recently, and what is your perspective about it?
So when we talk about the CAA and NRC, there are two different bills. So NRC has not yet came, it has just came in the region of Assam. But the Bharatiya Janata Party is telling that they will bring in throughout the India as well. So first talking about the CAA, which was a bill passed on the 5th in Lok Sabha, and then it went to Rajya Sabha on 7th, and then it was being signed by the President of India, and now it is known as the CAA, which is a Citizenship Amendment Act. As per that act, if you see, the government is planning to give the citizenship to those refugees who have came to India as a, to preach their religion, as they were facing the difficulties in Afghanistan, Pakistan or Bangladesh to preach their religion. So the government first thing did wrong is violation of Article 14, which states that, Article 14 states that we all are equal in citizenship of India. So the government bifurcated that they'll give the citizenship to only Hindus, Buddhists, Christians and Punjabis of the Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh, escaping the citizenship to the Muslims or the Islamic people, because they are the majority in these three countries and are minority in our place.
Okay.
So if you see detailedly, they will not face any problems or difficulties in Afghanistan, Pakistan or Bangladesh to preach their religion. So first thing, the government has forgotten that the refugees does not just come for the religious purpose. They come for the business, they come for the education, they come for the many other things as well.
Yeah,
but the problem is that the government is just bifurcating them based on the religion. So there are many people who came for the trade in 1947, 1970s, after these as well. So my government is forgetting this. So they also have bifurcated that the Sri Lankans, the Tamil Sri Lankans who are there, they will not get the citizenship, and the Christian Bhutan will not get the citizenship in India. So I don't know what the government wants at the end. I think the steps which have been taken are completely negative side. Now when you see the other perspective of National Registration of Citizenship, NRC, in that government will ask everybody to show that they are born Indian, their grandparents and the parents are born Indian. Then only they will consider it as a citizen of India. Otherwise, if somebody is citizen, for example, and if they don't have any certificates to show, their passports would be snatched off, their documents would be snatched off, and their citizenship would be non-violated. Then they are no more citizen of India. So these are the two perspectives which a government wants. And I talk about the Godhra Kand in 2001. Many people have lost their houses, people have burned their shops, people have, crucified the people. How they will find the documents? If you talk about the earthquake, somebody's have buried inside, their documents are not there. How do you show that they are the Indians? It's a natural calamity. The government should understand and should tell that how they will, make these people a citizenship of India. If they are the citizens, then what they will do of them if they don't have the documents?
So it seems like they being in Hindu, and though they won't get the citizenship because they have to go away, they don't have documents to show.
It's not like that. If you see, it's a political move. If the Hindus will not have the certificates to show, again, the CAA will come into the existence. As per the Citizenship Amendment Bill, they will prove that the Indian citizens who are not having the documents were the refugees, and then they will give the citizenship to those people who does not have the documents, and the Muslims, the minorities will be out of it, and they will tell that we will not give you the citizenship currently. So this is the political move, and a move to make this as a one nation, a Hindu Rashtra, what I believe.
Okay, so it seems like you don't agree with the act. So can you show down the points for the same?
See, it's not that being a Muslim, I am telling you that I am opposing this bill, but I am also a Bhajpa supporter once in a while. So if you see this bill very widely, this does not encourage any of the caste or any of the people. People are saying that you guys want to make this a second Pakistan, second Afghanistan, but I say no. As per the Indian, if you see, the government is still not providing the employers the employment. I think we are the largest unemployment state after 45 years. If you see, the lowest unemployment rate is currently. If you see, our GDP has gone down from the 7.57 income, right now it's 4.5. When it will go up, I don't know. The price of the onions, the price, the recession, it's at its peak. So government is, in spite of thinking in such a thing, it's just thinking that how to create the miscommunication between the two religions. It's totally a politics. If you see, government should think when they will give this many people the employment, where they will give food to eat, the home to stay. The citizens of India does not have these much facilities. How they'll give these facilities and they will extend them to the other people who they think that they are going to make the citizens of India, just to develop a new vote bank, because they think that in 2024 the people of India will not elect the Bharatiya Janata Party again. They are telling Mr. Amit Shah is telling that he is not playing the political agenda. I don't know how. They want to wipe off all these bad shits, but till 2024, and then the people will be settled, and after doing good things with the couple of 2022 to 2024, they will showcase that they have done something great.
Okay.
And again the people of India will vote them. So we are the fools.
Is that a political propaganda to create a new vote bank?
Completely I agree with that. It's a propaganda to, of the Bharatiya Janata Party to develop a vote bank. Why? Otherwise they will skip West Bengal.
Yeah.
I think it's totally to hit the Mamata Banerjee's government they are doing this. So it's a completely political move from my end, what I would say, but they are not accepting this. But if you see widely, it's a clear statement to do a political propaganda.
So it seems like a new vote bank would be created and minorities of Muslim would be attracted on the same thing?
It might be, because after seeing the NRC, I've told you that after coming of the NRC, those who are not having the citizenship of India, or those who are citizens of India, they would ask for the proper documents. If one would not have the proper documents, they would be telling that you are not the citizenship of India. And then the CAA will play a vital role. Then it would be said that those who are not the citizen, through CAA, they would get a citizenship, and those minorities who are left behind will not get the citizenship of India, and then the minorities would be out of India.
So NRC would create a religion on a religion ground, I suppose.
Clearly it states, Bharatiya Janata Party is not claiming right now, but it clearly states after all these things that it's a religious based bifurcation. Until 2024, we are in such a state that we don't know whether we would be a citizen of India or not.
Okay. So anybody born does not come with the religion, but they adapt what their parents do.
Exactly. It's the same, that people who are born in India does not know that they are which caste they belong to, which after bringing up, after their parents teach them, we come to know. So I only say this, that don't play the religious based politics. Let's come to a good politics, play a good and a healthy politics to make this nation as a one nation and to grow as a whole nation. Because I think if India stands together, we all stands together, we can be number one.
Yeah, indeed. We have such a great power. Various companies in all over the world are dealing with Indians. Without Indians, they could not run the whole company.
Exactly.
Such a great leaders like Chanakya and all have great minds, and they have literally landed the country to a different level in the world level, I suppose.
Exactly. Previously I was not believing this, but I have seen currently with a very detailed thing that Bharatiya Janata Party is not supporting minorities in many ways. If you see, there is no MP of the minorities in the local legislative assembly. Why is it so? I have many questions. Let's not get into this. We are discussing about the CAA and NRC. Through that you can just, I have given some facts and figures to you. You can just check. Online also you have many sites you can go and check regarding this. If you see Assam, there are 1.9 million people whom they have told that they are not the citizenship of India.
Oh my God.
It's around 6 lakhs people who are minorities, who are Muslims, around 12 lakh or around 11 lakhs are the Hindus. So how the government will take a step ahead? If they are saying like, we will encourage, we will give the citizenship to the people who are coming from outside, but their own citizens, they are trying to push them off from the India.
So when we talk about only Assam, there are 19 lakh people who didn't got the citizenship. So when it comes to the whole nation, it would be a huge figure altogether.
Exactly, it would be in crores. They've not got, I'm not saying out they've not got the citizenship. The NRC was being implemented in Assam. After the NRC, there were around 1.9 million people who were told that you guys are not the citizen of India from that day.
Okay.
I'm telling about it. So NRC, if it would be implemented in throughout the India, there would be crores of people who would be, denationalized, and they would not know their existence, other which country they belong to.
And will the other countries accept them, like not being Indian, then where do they belong to?
It all depends on the different countries. I think Mr. Subramaniam Swamy standing in the Rajya Sabha telling the people the Muslims can go to Israel, Muslims can go, not Israel, people can go to the Yemen, people can go to Iran and Iran.
Okay.
So I don't think that these countries will accept it. Again, the people telling those who came from Bangladesh should go to Bangladesh. But there is no clause in the article at this juncture that they cannot tell anybody to go out of the country. We can remain in the country, the non-citizens can remain in the country, the refugees can remain in the country, but they would not get the citizenship. But it's like you are living, but you are in the coma.
Oh.
Your body is working, but your mind is not working. You are just sleeping on a bed. Without a citizenship, a person is nothing. They can't have a right of voting. They can't have a right of expressing their thoughts, their emotions. They are not having the freedom to buy a land. So it's like the same.
Foreign transaction, everything will be closed for them.
Exactly. If you are not a citizen of India, you come to my home, you want a rented house, I would not give you my house. I think you are somebody, a refugee from the Pakistan. What you will do, I don't know. So refugees does not have any evidence that where from their belongings are.
This all was a negative side, I suppose, but like the parties who have amended this rule would have definitely thought about something that would reflect altogether. But I don't know.
See, if you see widely, the people of the Bharatiya Janata Party, they are in the ego that they have the majority. You know that out of 543 seats, they have the 70% of majority, which is 303 seats, and with the alliance they have 314 seats, which is enough to pass any rule. And out of Rajya Sabha, I talked about Bharatiya Janata Party does not have a majority in Rajya Sabha, but how it got passed from Rajya Sabha, I am still seeing. But Bharatiya Janata Party is just seeing one side of the bill. I am currently agreeing with Mr. Modi or Amit Shah that CAA is not a violation of a bill, or they are not being harassed to the Muslim who are currently staying. But implementation of CAA and NRC both will hamper the growth of Muslims in India. Currently, CAA is not the question mark. Question mark is NRC. After the implementation of NRC, what will be happening? They will both work hand to hand, and that would happen to our country.
So here we end up the conversation, and thank you for listening us.